Alright guys, so welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well this morning. Of course, today I want to, give you guys an update what is happening with Bitcoin right now. You guys clearly see Bitcoin is still holding strong at $27,000, right? So Bitcoin is looking pretty good, for the past, few hours. We are in fact in the 4-hour time frame right now. So, you guys clearly see for the past few hours, Bitcoin has in fact been holding pretty strong at $27,000 for the past few days, which is always amazing to see. Of course, the market today is not really moving, but everything is still holding, pretty strong for the past, 24 hours. Okay, you guys clearly see the global crypto market cap is still above 1 trillion. Always great to see. And overall, the market today is slightly down. Okay, nothing too major though, 0.30%. So you guys can see for the past 24 hours, even for the past 7 days, everything is still, holding pretty good, right? It really, really is. Okay, nothing too interesting though. Not much momentum we are in fact seeing, but everything is still holding strong. Now, in this video, okay, you guys clearly see that I do in fact want to talk about this month. So it is in fact the first day of October, and we know what that means, guys. October. Okay, and I've been telling you guys many times, and I'm pretty sure you guys know this as well. This month of October is a very bullish month for Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin does perform very well in the month of October, right? It's a very bullish month for Bitcoin. So I will in fact talk more about that towards the end of this video. But first of all, of course, I want to get through some topics and charts, starting off with this one. Okay, so we know, okay, the US dollar is in fact going down, okay, losing, pretty much its buying power and whatnot, right? With inflation, okay, we know inflation's happening pretty quick right now, and Bitcoin fixes it, right? Bitcoin is always right. So I've been telling us many times, right? If you want to stay away from inflation and keep up with inflation, right, buy Bitcoin. Put your money in Bitcoin. Don't keep your money in the bank. Don't keep, fiat money, because that's going down, right? And you guys clearly see that, right? It's been going down for the past, few decades, right? But with Bitcoin, okay, it's always going up, and it will continue to go up as well. Okay, and this is why, guys, you should always put your money in Bitcoin, something like Bitcoin, right? Or any other asset. Okay, but I highly suggest you guys to put it into Bitcoin if you want to stay away from inflation. Now, short term, I told you guys, Bitcoin's gonna pump. The next pump is happening for Bitcoin, and I really do believe, this month of October, since it's a very bullish month, for Bitcoin, we're gonna see it pump, right? So potentially, we might actually see Bitcoin pump all the way up to around $40,000. Maybe not for this entire month, but potentially we will see a pretty decent pump for Bitcoin for this month of October, and I'm super pumped. And for all my Bitcoin holders out there that's watching this video right now, you guys should be really pumped as well. So yes, 40k for Bitcoin within a few months, very possible. I do agree with that. So yeah, short term, it's all up from here. So for everyone that's saying we're gonna see Bitcoin dump all the way down below 20k, it's not gonna happen. Very unlikely to happen. It's gonna be all up from here, pretty much, right? That's just my personal thoughts. I mean, we could potentially see Bitcoin touch 20k or lower than that, but I don't think so. Very unlikely to happen. So you guys clearly see, if we really zoom out here, okay, you guys can see, Bitcoin's very, it's very simple. Okay, and it's obviously forming a very simple pattern, just like we saw back in 2020. So Bitcoin, okay, we saw it was 2017. Now obviously had a peak. I don't know if you guys can even see that, but it didn't have a peak right here, and then it dropped obviously, and then it was slightly recovering from the bottom in, I think, 2019. Okay, and you guys clearly see that Bitcoin was in fact forming a uptrend, and that's exactly what Bitcoin is doing right now, right? You guys clearly see that, and then Bitcoin obviously pumped. We had the halving right in 2020. That was our most recent halving for Bitcoin, and then obviously Bitcoin pumped, and we entered the next bull cycle, the next bull market, and that's exactly where we are right now. So I'm telling you right now, time is ticking. We're going to see Bitcoin pump. We obviously know the halving is going to happen very soon, right? We all know that. So be prepared for that, guys. Okay, so it's very simple. Bitcoin is simply making the exact same pattern as before back in 2020, right? You guys can just clearly see that. Speaking about the halving, okay, this chart just shows you guys that every single time we have the halving for Bitcoin, this is where Bitcoin tends to pump the most. Okay, the most. So, our most recent halving for Bitcoin was back in 2020. You guys can see how much that pumped. Okay, we know what happened in late 2020. Of course, throughout 2021, Bitcoin was obviously pumping like crazy. Not just Bitcoin, but other altcoins, right? It was alt season, and altcoins were absolutely pumping, right? The entire crypto market was absolutely pumping. We know how bull markets work out. And of course, 2016, so a couple years back, okay, we know what happened with Bitcoin was absolutely pumping when the halving happened. So be prepared, guys, for next year in 2024. So, we're going to see Bitcoin pump. Once the halving actually happens, we're not going to see Bitcoin pump straight away when the halving happens, but it will eventually pump. You got to give it time, right? So that's why I've been telling guys, maybe towards the end of the year in 2024, maybe around October, November to December, we're going to see Bitcoin really pump. Okay, and of course throughout 2025. So be excited for that. And here's another chart that I want to show you guys for, the Bitcoin halving. And you guys clearly see this is, a chart that really does show you guys, okay, what will actually happen for Bitcoin once the halving actually happens, right? So the halving is going to happen right here. And I told you guys, right, we're not going to see Bitcoin pump straight away. You got to give it a few weeks, a few months, and then it will really pump. Okay, so you guys clearly see in 2025 should be an amazing year for Bitcoin, even next year in 2024, right? So just understand that, guys. So be excited for that. Okay. Now, Marcus Saylor, the man himself, Bitcoin is winning. Bitcoin is always winning. You guys clearly see it's comparing S&P 500, NASDAQ, gold, silver, and bonds. And you guys clearly see this is the performance since August 10th of 2020. And you guys clearly see Bitcoin is up 126% compared to, the S&P 500, 28%, NASDAQ, 21%, whereas gold, silver, and bonds are actually down. Okay, and I know a lot of people actually like gold, right, more than Bitcoin. But you guys understand, Bitcoin is just like digital gold, okay? But you guys clearly see for the past, let's just say 10 years, Bitcoin has performed so much better than gold. Like gold, okay, I understand it's not as volatile as Bitcoin, but gold does not move, whereas Bitcoin does, right? And you have to understand, gold has been around for literally decades, for the longest time, whereas Bitcoin has only been around for, like over 13 years, 14 years now, somewhere around there, right? So just think about that, right? So that's that. Bitcoin is always winning, okay? And of course, Robert Kiyosaki has said this, okay? And this is very important now. And this is the perfect, example of why people should be buying into assets, right? Something like Bitcoin. So he says here, many people think hyperinflation means prices are going up. It means the exact opposite. Hyperinflation means the purchasing power of your money is going. Don't be a loser. Buy gold, silver, and Bitcoin and be a winner, not a loser. And that's from, that's coming from Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, so just think about that, guys. And I told you guys, right now is the perfect time to buy Bitcoin and, of course, assets, right? So that's that, guys. Okay, you got to put your money into assets. Okay, so that's that. You don't want to, keep your money in the bank, right? Because you're getting robbed. Every single day, you're getting robbed. Inflation's just going up. Okay, purchasing power is just going down. You got to think about that, right? So that's that. Now let's talk about the month of October, a very bullish month for October. Before we talk about that, we know September, okay, just ended. Okay, and you guys clearly see September ended off in the greens for the first time ever in 6 years. Okay, so you guys clearly see this is the first positive September since 2016. Yes, 2016, right? So pretty much 6 years straight from 2022 to 2017, we ended off in September in the reds. But, for the first time in pretty much, 6 years pretty much, this year in 2023, we actually ended off September in the greens. So you guys clearly see here, this is the Bitcoin monthly returns. And yes, you guys clearly see 4.1%, almost 4.2%, right? You guys clearly see that. So for the first time in 6 years, we did in fact end off the month of September, which is a very bearish month for Bitcoin. We know that, right? Bitcoin doesn't actually perform too well, but for this month, Bitcoin pumped over 4%, right? It ended off this month up 4%. So that's, great to see for the first time in 6 years, right? And now, like I said, it's the new month now. It's October, and we know usually October, you guys can see throughout Bitcoin history in the month of October, Bitcoin does perform very, very well, except for 2 years. Okay, 2018 and 2014, it ended off in the reds, but for the rest, 2013, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2019, 2020, and of course 2021 and 2022, we actually, we saw Bitcoin perform pretty well. So for this month, for 2023, I'm expecting Bitcoin to perform very, very well. So I do in fact potentially see Bitcoin maybe pumping towards back up to $30,000 for this month in October. That's my personal prediction, right? And maybe it will go way, way, way higher than that, right? We might actually see Bitcoin break this level of around $31,000 and continue up to the upside of 32K. And I really do believe once we actually break this level of for Bitcoin, of 32K, I think it's going to be, all ups from there. It's going to reach up to $35,000 to $40,000, right? So I'm really excited for that, and I hope you guys are in fact as well. So yes, guys, Bitcoin's most bullish month, October, is here. So we should be, very, very excited for that, and very, very pumped, because I'm excited and I really do see Bitcoin pumping and performing pretty well for this month of October. So be ready for that for all my Bitcoin holders out there that's watching this video right now. So that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I will actually be going live today. Okay, I know it's been quite some time, so I will in fact be going live, so stay tuned for that. But on that, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you guys are bullish right now for Bitcoin. Do not be bearish. Continue to buy, continue to hodl. Okay, we will get through this. Okay, the bull market is obviously right around the corner, so we're almost there. Just hang in there, guys. We're almost there. Okay, but guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.